Welcome back to the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. For friendly expert tax advice, whenever you need it, come to Donahue Accounting Services. A leading accounting firm in Cincinnati, Ohio, our top-notch accountants strive to help you resolve all your financial and tax issues. Call Donahue Accounting Services today for a free consultation at 513-528-3982 or visit online at donahueaccountingservice.com. I'm your host, Alex Meacham, former Bearcat basketball player from 1997 to 1999, under the Hall of Fame coach, my guy, Bob Huggins.
And I'm Neil Meyer of the Front Office News.
And I'm JT Smith, editor-in-chief of the Front Office News.
All right, fellas, we are back for another episode. Let's jump right into it. Man, the Bearcats were rocking and rolling 4 in a row, but now the Bearcats are currently 15-13 after losing on the road to Texas Tech 68-80. JT, thoughts on the Bearcats' performance?
Man, disappointing. Seemed like Texas Tech, they were right for the taking. No JT Toppin, but it was the second game they played without him. And Christian Anderson, dog, he was chilling. He was all world out there, man. Much respect to him. But their team just looked like the well-oiled machine. And I just did not expect the Bearcats to lose the battle of the glass. And second chance points, I thought that would be where the Bearcats would be able to kind of, stay close or even be able to pull the upset. And Texas Tech took that away. They wanted it more. They were just taking the ball pause from UC on a consistent basis. I feel like anytime like UC had a rebound secured, Texas Tech said, "Nah, punk, that's mine." And
my bike, punk.
It's my bike, punk. And it's like both of ours. You just keep it at my house. That's what UC was saying. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, nah. He said they wanted the beach cruiser and we didn't. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
Neil, you know what he's talking about?
Nope. Nope.
We're 2 minutes into the pod.
We didn't want the beach cruiser. You know what I'm saying?
Why you go messing with him?
The West was like, well, y'all keep messing with me.
You want some of this, old man? No. And we used to say that all the time with me and my buddy. We were like, nope.
No. So, that was UC, man. You know what I'm saying? We wanted the beach cruiser back, and then we couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Neil, for reference, that's from the movie Friday with Ice Cube.
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
And Chris Tucker.
I've heard of it. It's been a while since I've seen it, though. I have to refresh the memory.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if you've seen it, man.
Yeah. You lying, Neil?
I ain't lying. I watched it way back in the day, but it's been forever.
If you watched it, you would know that.
The person pulled the cap out
I'm giving you a blue cap emoji right now.
Blue cap for Neil.
Blue
Mr.
cap.
Over there.
No cap.
That's the cap. Call him Capadonna.
Captain Crunch.
But that's. I mean, the Bearcats came out shooting 9 for 9, man. They just could not. I mean, they could not get any ground. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know, oh shit, this is gonna be one of those games. But then I thought we would do better on the glass, and we didn't. So, I mean, Texas Tech is still a hell of a team. So you can. It is what it is, but it's still damn. That rebounding effort made me more so sad than anything. I think I could take the loss if there was it was closer, and they had better second chance points. I think last time I checked, it was 10-zip. Texas Tech, and then they were up 11 rebounds. I think they might have finished up 10 or something like that, maybe, but still too big of a gap. And that's how you lose a game on the road against a top 25 team if you don't do the little things.
And wasn't that one of your keys to the game? Was rebound?
Yes, because they did so well against Kansas. So that's the thing. Flory Badunga, and they Flory's walking. As soon as he walks in the gym, that's 10 rebounds, right? Sure. And they held up so well against him and Bryson Tiller, not the singer. So they held up so well against them on the road at Kansas. So it's like, no JT Toppin. You can't lose that battle on the glass. And they not only lost it, they got dominating, DeAndre. And it just was bad, man. Bad game. They might have to, I don't know if they got to burst too late in the season to burn the tape, but that rebounding effort, they cannot have that or the rest of the last 3 games. They cannot have that type of offensive or defensive rebounding output.
Totally agree. Neil?
Yeah, like JT mentioned, obviously Cincinnati getting out-rebounded significantly in this game was quite different, quite frankly, the difference maker, right? You get out-rebounded 40-29. I thought that was a huge takeaway from this game, especially with JT Toppin not playing due to the torn ACL. And when you take a guy out who has been averaging 20 points and 10, and I think he was averaging like 20 and 11, so 11 rebounds. When you see him go down, you're kind of thinking, you're like, okay, Cincinnati between Mustafa Cham and Baba Miller, they have all the height advantage that they need there in the front court. But when you look down at the final stats, you get out-rebounded, I believe it was 40-24. So they get out-rebounded by 16, which is substantial in this game. Yeah, 40-24. So get out-rebounded by 16 is not ideal, right? And especially with Toppin going down, I thought this would be a game where we would see Baba Miller really thrive a little bit more. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds. Very efficient shooting night offensively, but this was a game where you were going to need him to get at least 8 to 9 boards in this matchup. And so that was disappointing in that aspect. Would have loved to see him crash the glass a little bit more, but Mustafa Cham, 21 and 10. It seems like he's really turning the corner and developing his game over the recent weeks, which is a great sight to see. But Cincinnati's guard play was the difference maker in this one. You knew you had some success there in the front court between Mustafa Cham, Jalen Celestine, and Baba Miller, who combined for 27, 48 of the team's 68. So overall, there was no production from the backcourt in this aspect. Jizzle James had 12 points. He had an efficient night, but Day Thomas just 2 of 8 from the field. Sincere Harris just 1 of 4. Keyshawn Tillery 0 for 3. So Cincinnati, despite starting 9 for 9 from the field, their offense went stagnant for the final, 28 or so minutes of this game, and couldn't get any momentum going after the hot start. So overall, I think that was the difference maker. Christian Anderson is a first-team All-Big 12 player, if you had to ask me right now. I mean, you look down, he's been a guy that's had a lot of success this year, one of the most talented, sought-after guys in the Big 12. 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists, a near triple-double. Did not have that on my bingo card because when you look down, I mean, looking at the stats, you would have said he would have had 11 of anything in terms of stats. It probably would have been an assist. I didn't think he would crash the glass and make that big of an impact. But that was the difference maker in this one. Cincinnati just got absolutely murdered on the glass, it felt like. And Texas Tech showed why they were one of the most physical teams in the Big 12. And despite losing their best player, they were able to come out and get a win versus a red-hot Cincinnati team who was winners of 4 straight heading into that matchup.
This is the Bearcat Game Recap segment sponsored by Purple Monkey Project. Hey, listen, I was a little concerned with this game going that we went 4 in a row, beat Kansas. We beat them on Saturday, so that was a Saturday game, playing pretty well. Quick turnaround, and play on Tuesday versus Texas Tech. So you go from playing the number 8 team in the country to number 16 team in the country. Very short window. Worried a little bit about fatigue, and not just physical fatigue, but maybe mental fatigue. You're on the road twice, so kind of feared this. And also, Texas Tech, very well coached. And I think I said this on the last podcast. I knew they were going to come in like ready for the Bearcats, not sleeping on the Bearcats. Like some people said that Kansas might have been looking ahead. Yeah, some of the players, which could be true. Yeah. I did not think that would be the case with Texas Tech, that they would really be very, very prepared for the Bearcats. In a lot of ways, they were. And again, listen, disappointed in the outcome. Happy that the Bearcats did win 4 in a row. Wish we could have gotten this one. But listen, this Bearcat team has to turn around real quick and play Oklahoma State. Well, they had a little bit of a break. So we play Tuesday night, and then Oklahoma State will be Saturday. So get some time to rest those legs up because, again, go Saturday to Tuesday, right? So you got Oklahoma State Saturday, BYU Tuesday. AJ's coming to town. Man, I keep watching more and more clips of that kid. Woo-wee.
Yeah, he's legit.
Yeah, he's tough.
Man.
Legit.
And as we look at it, and I don't want to steal the thunder for future discussion on Oklahoma State and all that, but now this becomes a crucial last 3 games for this Bearcat basketball team. It's like, okay, I wish we could have been in it. First Texas Tech won. It is what it is. Boom. We talked about winning 3 out of the last 4. You know, so we got to turn around, have a good performance versus Oklahoma State. Get ready for AJ and BYU, and then TCU on the road. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Just get your legs under you, get healthy. If, you know, some guys, you know, I know are banged up. You can't play at that level, the Big 12 level, play Saturday and Tuesday on the road with that travel and not have guys banged up. The flu is going around like crazy.
Yeah.
Has been. People have been sick left and right. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's impacted a lot of people. So, you know, just got to have that short memory, whether you win or lose. Turn around, get ready for the next game. This is the Bearcat Game Recap segment sponsored by Purple Monkey Project. The Purple Monkey Project was formed following the tragic loss of 10-year-old Reagan Vanas in May of 2021. Reagan was a ray of sunshine who lit up every room. The Purple Monkey Project is named after Reagan's favorite stuffed animal and seeks to keep Reagan's spirit alive by being a ray of light in the community and promoting random acts of kindness. By providing scholarships and other financial support of youth and youth-centered charities in Southwest Ohio, the Purple Monkey Project seeks to pay it forward, all in the name of Reagan. To learn more about the Purple Monkey Project, please visit purplemonkeyproject.org or visit them on Facebook at Purple Monkey Project. Now, this Saturday at 2 p.m., the Bearcats take on Oklahoma State at the beautiful Fifth Third Arena. You're listening to the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. Let's jump right into the Big O segment, sponsored by Oakley Greens. In this segment, we cover players to watch and key matchups. JT, we'll start with you.
All right, man. I'm going with Jalen Celestine. I feel like he's been playing pretty steady, man. He's kind of been a steady Eddie dude. Hasn't had like a real crazy game, but he's been between, 12 to 15 points pretty consistently lately. So at home, Oklahoma State, I mean, he's a guy that can get hot from 3. So I think his output will be very important. Stay steady and keep making those threes. And he went to the rack a little bit against Texas Tech with the pump fake. I like that. So
yeah, he did.
Yeah, so keep that rolling, man. So I'm gonna go with Jalen.
Do you think has he been a pleasant surprise for you this season, or was that something that you expected from him?
Yeah, he's been a pleasant surprise actually. Like, cause I didn't expect much. I mean, I thought he was solid, coming from Baylor, but I can't lie and say I just was like watching his, like, they had BJ Edgecombe last year, so that was the guy. So like that's what I cared about on that team. They had Wright, who's now BYU's point guard. They both were like cold, so I really didn't pay attention to him too much, but figured he was a steady dude. But I mean, he's actually been better than I thought.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think I compared him to what Josh Reed had done in the past. Just come in and being real steady Eddie, and one of those guys at times it's like, I've watched the Bearcats during this 4-game run and also Texas Tech, and I'm like, get Jalen in the game.
Yeah.
Capable of making shots. And he's looking really confident right now.
Yeah, for sure.
He catches that ball, he's looking to shoot it up.
Yeah, for sure. He's coming out like on breaks, just like letting it fly sometimes. But I mean, when he's on, man, he'll knock a few down for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Neil, Oklahoma State.
Yeah, so obviously when you look down at Oklahoma State right now, the biggest turning point and topic surrounding the Cowboys right now is they just lost star center Parsa Fala for the season, who went up and actually suffered a season-ending torn ACL the other night. So that's now the third ACL injury to a significant key contributor across Big 12 players in the back half of the season, which is just brutal. You don't like to see injuries on anybody, but the fact that it's been now 3 torn ACLs in the last week and a half, it sucks for the Big 12. But it's a huge blow to Oklahoma State, too, because this is a guy who was just starting to find his footing. Averaged 15 points and 6 rebounds for Oklahoma State, and is now going to be sidelined for the rest of the season. So it's going to be interesting to see how does Oklahoma State develop. Do they take the similar strategy that Texas Tech took versus Cincinnati, and that's just simply defend the heck out of the three-point line? Or does Cincinnati find some weaknesses and exploit that? So it's going to be interesting to see how Cincinnati attacks Oklahoma State with Parsafala being out with injury. But with him being out with injury, that means Cincinnati's just going to have to keep an eye on Anthony Roy a little bit more, because when you look down, Anthony Roy has been a fantastic story to cover throughout his collegiate career as well. He's currently leading Oklahoma State in scoring, averaging nearly 17 points a game and 4 rebounds. But for Anthony Roy, his story is so unique because he started his career at San Francisco under Todd Golden, but he didn't see much playing time, so that's when he went to a JUCO. He dropped to a JUCO, went to Wenatchee Valley from 2021 to 2022 before transferring to New Mexico State, where he came back to the Division I level. And then he transferred back to the NAIA level, where he became an All-American, transferred to Green Bay under Doug Gottlieb before an injury hit. And now, fast forward, he's leading the Cowboys in scoring. He's an elite three-point shooter. Everybody knows that. And he was the NCAA scoring leader last season before he suffered a season-ending injury. So he has the ability to take over games. We've seen it throughout this season, because when you look down at his stats, he had a career high in points. I'm currently looking at it. He had 30 points versus BYU just a couple weeks ago. So when you see that, you look down and you're like, okay, you see 30 points versus BYU, and that was before Richie Saunders tore the ACL. So you know that he's able to score really, really at a high level. So to see that was pretty cool as well. But yeah, this is a guy who can really score in volume, and Cincinnati if Cincinnati can't contain him from the outside, he'll make you pay.
I mean, shit, he's 40 years old. How many schools has he been to? Good Lord.
God dang, he's like not one.
Not two.
He's a prodigy of the Diego Pavia ruling.
Jesus.
That's crazy. He played when I was in college. He played for Tulane back in the day. Like, what? That's crazy.
Damn. He's good at damn. I mean, his trading card would be crazy. His college trading card.
Oh man. Yeah, they got to do something about all that, man.
They got to, man. They have to. I'm sorry. I ain't mad about people getting paid, but they got this. The transfers, like,
we got a dude who went to the G League, came back, played for 5 games. The NCAA done told him 4 different times, hey, we ain't appealing this. Like, we're not granting you access, and yet here he is 2 weeks later, still trying to get NCAA clearance in a federal court. Meanwhile, he's playing in the FIBA Cup with Canada right now. This shit's wild to me. It's wild.
And I don't blame the players. The players are doing what the system allows them to do.
Exactly.
So, right? So if I'm a player, I'm gonna use the system if it's gonna help me get paid. Like, I don't care what people think.
Yeah, me.
Don't blame me. Blame the system that allows me to do this.
Yeah, for sure. They got to fix the system, and then then all this stuff happens in NCAA. It's like, nobody can show skin under their waist in football next year. Like, why are we worrying about that?
There's so many other things to be worried about, and you're worrying about that. It's crazy.
Why are we worried about that? Let's worry about fixing Motherfucker's
You're
30
gonna be
years
mad
old.
because I'm a DB or a receiver and I'm wearing no socks with my cleats, but yet you're not worried about guys going to the league and coming back and ruining college athletics.
I say,
Imagine. Oh, my bad. My bad.
I was just gonna say, just blow up the whole thing and start over.
They need to, man. Because imagine when football started happening, it was like, all right, I left as a junior, and then I didn't get drafted or something. I'm like, man, shit, let me go ahead and get my last year of college, big dog.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's the wild west for sure right now in college athletics. This is the Big O segment sponsored by Oakley Greens. My player to watch is going to be Big Moo. How about how much he's progressed over these last 5 games? I mean, it's been really fun to watch. I'd said early in the season, I said it again recently on a podcast, and I'm going to say it again today. I still think of all the Bearcats, the player with the most NBA potential on the long run is Mustafa. I think Baba Miller right now currently is most capable, obviously, of going to the league and playing. But I look at Mustafa, and I've always been cool. And part of my problem is I go to practices, and I've seen Mustafa hit threes.
Yeah.
And I've seen him hit threes in the 5v5 scrimmage. I see him hit them in the half court when they're running stuff. So he gets to the game, and the fans are like, "Oh no!" And he's just not made them. And I'm like, I've seen him make them. Like, I don't have a huge problem with that, especially when, I mean, technically he should be a freshman in college, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's still very, very young, and I think by his senior year, if he's still with UC or wherever he's at, or if he goes to the league at some point, I think he will definitely be one of those capable 3-point shooters. And we're starting to see it now. I think what's helped him, fellas, is actually, and it's helped this team, is playing on the road a little bit. So, during that 4-game winning streak, I think we're at Kansas State and Kansas were the 2 road games.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and in back-to-back games, you got guys, I think, taking some shots that they normally weren't taking at home because Baba Miller's catching it at the 3-point line at Fifth Third Arena, and everybody's like, no, because he's just not made them. But he's not hearing that. And matter of fact, at Kansas State, they're like, shoot it, shoot it. Same for Moo, right? And they've made some shots. I'm going to keep saying this. I don't think Wes Miller and the staff have done anything drastically different during this 5-game stretch here, 4 out of 5 wins. I don't think they've done anything drastically different. I think the difference is health and making shots has been one of the key ingredients. Like, I was thinking about, I forget what game it was. I'm like, it's the same game as the Kansas, except we missed shots that game. Kansas, we made a lot of shots we've just normally missed. So, saying all that, I kind of went down a different road, but back to Mustafa. I guess my point is, I like the confidence he's developed over these last five games. I hope he continues that against Oklahoma State. These last 3 games are crucial for the Bearcat and their chances to get to the NCAA tournament. And Mustafa has to play a big part in that, and he has to continue with that confidence. When that ball gets reversed and he catches at the top of the key, I'm comfortable with him shooting that 3. And I don't want to hear people grumbling like, if he misses a couple, then hey, move. You got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
Pass that ball. But
Yeah.
He's capable. Don't you agree with that, JT?
Not for sure. 100%, man.
He's playing with a lot of confidence too, especially once the mid-range jumper started to fall as well. But I would trust Mustafa to shoot anything from a 15 to 18 footer for sure right now.
And that's a good point, Neil, because I've talked about the 3-point, but I mean, let's talk about his touch around the basket recently.
He's got that high arc on that mid-range, and it's beautiful. Like
and it's still he's still young. Like I can still see the Bambi where he's just like not fully developed, and some stuff looks goofy still.
Yeah.
Like it's
He's
almost
only been playing basketball for like 6 years too. People forget that.
it's still like early Kenyon Martin. Like if you watch Kenyon Martin his freshman year versus obviously the senior year was two totally different worlds. But his freshman year, you could see the potential. There was that Bambi kind of falling all over the place a little bit, and then it slowly got stronger, developed more and more confidence. And I'm high on Mustafa and his capability, but I think we need to continue to have him perform at that high level in order to win these next 3 games.
Sure.
The Big O segment was sponsored by Oakley Greens. Oakley Greens, the ultimate spot to catch your hometown team in every big game. With 6 giant LED screens and TVs at every angle, it's more than a sports bar. It's your entertainment headquarters. All the sports, all the time, all at Oakley Greens. Located in Oakley Station next to the cinemas. You can check them out, oakleygreens.com. You're listening to the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. Ladies and gentlemen, around the world, you know what time it is. It's time for the name game with Neil Meyer. Hey, Shirley, good burly, good man. That's your girl, Neil.
Shirley Ellis, baby.
That's your, ooh, you said that like, okay. That's just your girl there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the name game with Neil Meyer. For those that are new to the podcast, welcome. For our loyal listeners, you know what's about to go down. Now, in this segment, we always take a look at the opposing team that the Bearcats are playing and their roster. In this case, it's going to be Oklahoma State. Now, we look at Oklahoma State, look at their roster, and find names within the roster that are unique, crazy, might spark some conversation, and we try to have Neil Meyer pronounce them. For this segment, it's Oklahoma State. Neil, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's start with numero uno, number 1.
Number 1 is Kanye Clary.
Kanye. Now, prior to Kanye West, JT, have you ever heard the name Kanye prior to him?
No.
Did you know anybody? Huh?
No.
I hadn't either.
Never.
I hadn't either. But yet, we've got a Kanye on this Oklahoma State team. Where's he from here?
Virginia.
He's from Virginia Beach.
Interesting.
He might be young enough to be.
Is he?
I mean, he's junior. It's 2000s. I mean,
he went to a military academy too. It looks like.
He might be young enough to be named after Kanye.
That's interesting. Well, now the way Kanye's acting, I might be like, what? It would be crazy if you were named after somebody famous, and that famous person just turned out to be just absolutely nutcase crazy, and you're like, damn, like, bro, I'm stuck with this name.
Yeah, he got lined up.
Yeah, that's not good. All right, I just think this name is cool. Number 5.
Number 5 is Victorious Miller.
And the spelling of that.
But you know who that is, right, Meach?
That's our guy.
Yeah.
That's our guy's kid.
Yes, that's Silk the Shocker's son.
That's part of the
Masterpiece nephew, essentially, right? Right.
Yep. Right. Part of the tree of the No Limit family.
Yeah. So he got 2 Big 12 players in the family. That's tight.
Yeah. True.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
How has Victorious been? That's just weird even saying that. How's Victorious been playing?
Well, let's look at the stats real quick.
I feel like was checking. Let's see. It's good.
Well, he's averaged 9 points as a freshman for LSU. Right now, he is. Let's look at it. I got to go back to the PDF. Right now, he is averaging 12 points a game.
Okay. Victorious. I like that name, but the spelling's crazy. VYCTORIUS. Silk was like, man, let me go ahead. Hey, What do you think about Silk's rapping abilities, JT?
So he does have some bad raps.
Oh,
But he does have some good ones. I feel like people give him a little bit more slack. He got some like Charted to the Game. That album is legit. I don't care what nobody say.
charge it to the game.
Charted to the Game is damn near a classic for real. So I will not take any slander on that. And the Shocker was fire too. The other ones after that, he got like hit or miss. But Shocker and Charted to the Game are legit rap albums. I don't care what nobody say.
Man, that's man, I remember growing up. Even to this day, people are like, Silk the Shocker is like the worst rapper in the history of rap. You've heard that before, right?
Yeah, I heard that for sure. He's not the worst rapper in history of rap. It's people that's worse than Silk the Shocker. He might be the most. I don't even think he's not even the most famous person that's bad because he's not terrible. He does have bad, like his lows are very bad. You know, like people have peaks and valleys. His peak isn't the greatest, but in his valley, like it's terrible. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's well said.
It's some people that's like real bad. Like if you I don't know, I'm not the hugest Wu-Tang fan, but like Master Killer is like terrible. Like he's terrible. Master Killer is terrible.
Yeah, nobody was checking for that Master Killer.
At all. Like whatever they robbed whoever gave them an advance for any Master Killer album. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people was bad. Like I understand though. I understand this because he was always off beat, but now people rap off beat all the time. Now he was
that's another good point, man.
You feel me? Like
he might be able to.
He's kind of like the father of off beat.
That's true. Do you even know who we're talking about, Neil?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? He's the father of off beat. You know what I'm saying?
He truly. Sometimes I listen to some rap right now, and I'm like, "What beat are they listening to?" As they're rapping this, I'm like, "Woo wee!" Silk would eat in this era.
Yeah.
All right, we better move on because Neil has no idea. Neil's checked out and he's looking at stats. He's looking Let's go on to number 19.
Number 19 is Andrea Vukovic.
That's pretty good. Where's my guy from? Read that, please.
Kukarica, Belgrade, Serbia.
Kukarica.
And look where he went to college. Or high school.
First Sport Basketball College, Belgrade. Yikes.
Right. Well, we know he didn't play any other sports growing up.
Yeah.
First sport.
Probably not. Yep. He's 6'11". You got it right there. All right, let's jump into number, you said him before, 22.
Number 22 is Parsa Fala.
That mustache he's got right there, he looks very sophisticated. That mustache tough. Look at that mustache. You see that?
My dad's still better.
Look at you, man, sticking up for Mr. Meyer like that. I don't know.
It's kind of clean, man.
This mustache. I mean, this mustache is very like
kind of clean.
It is clean. He's from Iran. Wow. What's that? Amal,
Iran.
Wow. That's a strong stash. He almost looks like a 90s referee. Doesn't he, JT, a little bit? Like just a
I can see that for sure.
Man,
he definitely calling charges.
Definitely.
Like, bro, I beat him. He did not beat me for 5, bro. He's like,
well, I've only got one more person for you, Neil. This is a shorter edition of the name game with Neil Meyer. Scroll down. Let's go down to the staff and let's look at the lady below Scott Sutton.
That is Alana Yeats.
Yeats. Isn't there a rapper named Yeet?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you know about this, Neil?
I know about him.
You know
He's
about
on the whole album with Drake.
Okay. You a Yeet. It's just Yeet, right? It's not Yeats. The
Yeah,
rap.
Yeet.
Are you a Yeet fan?
no, I was a Drake fan. Still am a Drake fan. That's how I know him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What you think about Alana Yeats?
I have no comment.
No comment.
Let's see what
No
Yeet
comment.
look like.
She looks homely. She looks
She
like,
looks very homely.
doesn't she? She looks like she likes soup. Like she likes a good warm bowl of soup.
Yeah, she do, don't she? Yeah, she looks very homely.
Sit around, have to. I bet she has some good conversations.
Yeah,
Like,
she probably a real nice person, man.
yeah, she looks like a good person. Like, you want
Yeah.
some soup?
Yeah, she got a good person. I mean, she had the good person. Yeah. She had to be so nice to be like, damn.
Yeah, that's so.
Look.
Let's go get some soup with Yeats.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about nothing with Yeats.
Our girl Yeats.
Yeah, my girl Yeats. Like that's just Yeats.
That's it. You know Yeats.
You know Yeats.
Let me look at her bio real quick. I think you should. I think you should pull up on Yeats, Neil.
Yeah,
Oh, it says it's pronounced Yates.
Oh, I'm just looking at that right now in the bio.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Yates. It does not look like Yates.
Nah. Yeah, it's like really Yates. Yeah, Yates.
It is.
That's crazy.
And it was a quote. Alana is organized, intelligent, and always ready to tackle any task, no matter how difficult. She's a team player with high character, excellent communication skills, will help the Cowboy basketball run at peak efficiency. She likes soups on Thursday night. She likes a good warm bowl of soup.
So she said that right there sounds like equivalent to like a coach's kid. He is a coach's.
Oh yeah,
kid. You know they said that like
Yep.
coach's kid knows
Yep.
the game.
That's the standard copy paste.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Coach's kid right there.
That's fine,
Hard nose, coach's kid.
man. Well, that was a short edition
Yeah.
of the name game.
There was a shorter one.
Yeah, we'll step it up next time. We'll add a little flavor to it because next time we have BYU. I might add a couple in there for you, Neil. That sound good?
That does sound good.
Yeah, man, you got off easy on this one, man. This is kind of light.
Yeah, this was easy, Neil. We let you slide, man. Hey, Neil. By the way, last episode you were drinking some a Big K Cola, the discount cola, which probably, if you look, you might want to go back and look at the expiration date on those. It might be 1997 on that Big K Cola. This episode, can you hold up what you're drinking? Is it Big K Cola or is it
Coca-Cola.
regular Coke? Did we peer pressure you into getting regular Coke?
No, I just got funded this time. I didn't get I got defunded and I got some funds and I bought me some Coke. You know,
Okay.
the liquid
Well,
Coke, not,
okay, well,
not the actual. Not the actual.
He said he got some fun.
Damn. Neil, you did not think that through, bro.
Bought some Coca-Cola.
Neil came out here, came on the pod like Lamar Odom.
Michael Irvin.
Hey, that interview he came out with the other day was wild. Speaking about that was wild.
Hey,
Shit.
Michael Irvin on the sideline.
Chris Carter.
I got some funds and got some Coke. we might have to edit that one out.
Yeah. So my man said he got some funds.
In case anybody was wondering, I'm at home. I'm not filming this for anywhere else.
You could partake at home, man.
Hey, people gonna start rolling up on Neil at the games like, hey, bro,
I heard you.
I heard you got some fun.
I heard you got that. I heard you got that good stuff.
You got that good stuff, man. You know, like brother knows, like you know.
You know.
Oh,
Like Neil. You know
oh,
what I'm saying?
oh boy. Yeah, Neil.
I got 10. Let's see now, but
Neil, you want to try that again? You got funded to get Coca-Cola.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You should have paused that sentence too. You said you want to try that again after you just clowned me for it.
Is it true the original Coca-Cola had Coke in it? Was that true?
Yes.
That is wild
That's
stuff.
crazy. Just imagine. I remember my grandma told me that. Then my dad like verified it because she used to like have like this is gonna give me a Coca-Cola flashback, but like in her garage, she had like old bottles back, like the glass. They had glass bottles.
Yeah, glass bottles.
Take them back, and they would take them and get like change.
Nickel.
She had so many. Yeah, she had so many though. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. I thought she drank was like Coca-Cola before they changed it up, I guess, and then she started drinking Pepsi.
Yeah, they got rid of the good stuff, the good ingredients.
That good stuff. My grandma was like, damn, she was smart too. Maybe it helped her. I don't know.
Hey, Neil, did you know that back in the day, the sodas used to come in glass bottles, and then
I did
people
know that.
drink them, but save them, and then take them to get recycled, and they would get money for them. So, did you know
what's
that?
crazy? I did know that because I actually found a glass Diet Coke bottle in our cupboard the other day, and my dad said he's been saving it for like a few years. It was the Diet Coke in a glass bottle.
For a few years.
He said it's been up there for a while. I didn't notice it.
What was a few years? I mean, like back in the...
I don't know. It had dust on it.
My dad, I still have it somewhere. I have to go find it, but my dad had the it was I don't know if it was Coke or it was probably Pepsi bottle when the Cincinnati Reds won the World Series. And it was the World Series edition.
That's tight.
With the glass. Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah, I gotta find out. My brother might have taken it. He might have taken that down to Florida with him, but all right, let's jump into the Kenyon segment. This is where we cover keys to the game. JT, you were spot on last time. We needed a rebound, and we didn't, and we lost.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, I'm right this game, but they do they hold their end of the bargain up for us, so we win the game. But after that performance on the glass against Texas Tech, man, they cannot come to Fifth Third Arena on Saturday. That's on the afternoon. Hopefully the weather's cool, and they got to win the rebounding battle and show some. They can't get punked, man. I feel like Texas Tech punked them in a sense. I mean, every time the balls touched their hand, I mean, they were just like, repeating myself from earlier, but they were definitely on that Debo stuff, man. They were just taking it, man, taking the change, taking their money. I mean, they've taken NIL. You know what I mean? They were just like, hey, what you got? You got what? You got 10K in your pockets.
Give me that.
Pump. You know what I'm saying? So they can't have that happen, especially at Fifth Third. And if they're going to have any chance, I mean, they got to win 3 games, right? Like now, right before the end of the season, they have a strong chance. And it starts. You got to start one at a time, and it starts with Oklahoma State. And I think didn't they lose to Oklahoma State at Fifth Third last year, Neil?
Yep.
So they can't repeat that. You know what I mean? History cannot repeat itself.
Yep.
And the Bearcats, even with the 15-13 record, they still have a chance. Joe Lunardi has them on the next 4 out, right? Is it like last 4 out, next 4 out, or what? How's it marked, Neil? Is it next 4 out, last 4 out, or next 4?
It's the next 4 out, and then I think they just have a little bubble watch after it.
Yeah, but we're in the last pocket. We're actually like 18. We're the 8th team of the last 8 teams that are out. So there is slight hope. But they better win if they can't keep losing. So yeah, they got to rebound, man. So I got long-winded on that one, but yeah.
So you said the weather might be good. I'm looking at the weather report.
It's supposed to be like 60 on Saturday.
On Saturday. JT, were you or Neil? I had to drive today. I had to drive to a school today this morning. I was driving to Indian Hill High School this morning. It was about 7:30 a.m., bro. It was like a blizzard.
Man, I got hit with right at the beginning when I was going into my part-time job at 5:30 this morning. It just started coming down, but right when I got in there, I looked outside and cars were covered. I said, it was just 60 degrees the other day, but that's that Ohio weather.
It was crazy, man. I woke up and I had to take the kids to school because normally I take them to the shuttle. And I was like, traffic was backed up. So I was like, well, gotta take them to school. And then, it was like heavy snow too. Like that was like great snowball snow.
Mm-hmm.
And then like if you literally didn't have to work in the morning and you woke up at 11:30, you wouldn't have known it was snow.
You wouldn't have known. Or if you even work from home, like you wouldn't have known if you didn't look outside.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was super crazy. And it all melted.
Cincinnati weather.
Yep. That's how UC's been playing. Like Cincinnati weather, man.
That is factual.
It's just like you're
One
like
day sucks.
you know what I mean? You don't know what you go. It's a roller coaster, man. Roller coaster, and we got like a half a strap. You know what I mean? Like like you're not fastened in all the way. Like you just don't know if you're gonna fall off the coaster or not.
This is pure facts, man.
Yeah.
Pure facts. Well, Neil, what are your thoughts? Keys to the game.
Yeah, I think obviously JT's key to the game, winning the rebounding margin, is going to be a huge thing in this game. But for me, I think it's for Cincinnati to get some consistent guard play in this game. Jizzle James had a great game versus Texas Tech, 12 points, was really efficient with the on the offensive side, but they are going to need to see more consistent play from Day Thomas, Jizzle James, Sincere Harris, Keyshawn Tillery over these next 3 games. Obviously, Day's in a little bit of a rut right now if you look back at all the analytics and whatnot. But for them to make this run down the stretch and maybe put themselves back into NCAA tournament contention, they're going to have some consistency in the backcourt. And I think that starts again on Saturday.
I hope you're right. And I'm just going to close it up by saying this. I'm going to go back to my phrase that I'm bringing back. We got to play with some catitude. We're at home. We got to get that shirt made, JT.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's so hard to find that on the internet. But yeah, we do, man.
I got to find that logo for the old school catitude.
For sure.
You know, you worry. This team's been playing pretty well, obviously, outside the Texas Tech game. They've been playing pretty well. And you don't want a team that's kind of been up and down, that has struggled all season, then to find success and then get overconfident. So going into the Texas Tech game, I don't think they felt overconfident, but you could see maybe a couple guys feeling that you're back home. Oklahoma State's not as highly ranked as Kansas or Texas Tech. It could be a little bit like, oh, we're good at home, blah, blah, blah. Can't think like that. They have to come out ready to play. Ideally, in a perfect world, what I would love to see is for this Bearcat team, right at 2:00, start off hot and just keep that intensity, that catitude up the entire game, and beat Oklahoma State and put them in a good position of confidence leading into the BYU game, which is going to be a huge game for the Bearcats. You're listening to the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. Let's jump into the Twyman segment. This is where we cover hot topics. Now, last podcast, shout out our guy John White, who has been a loyal listener, follows us on Twitter. He came on the show. It was excellent to have, a loyal listener, big-time Bearcat fan, come on the show, talk a little bit about their experience being a Bearcat fan. We recently interviewed Katrina Merriweather, women's head coach for the Bearcats. Make sure you go check that out. Katrina's just the salt of the earth type, person, and I'm glad she's leading our Bearcat program. But for this hot topic today, this recently came out in the news. Former Bearcat football quarterback who's now left and gone to the team we just talked about, Texas Tech, Brendan Sorsby, is being sued by the University of Cincinnati over a contract that he is supposed to give $1 million back to the university. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas, but give $1 million back to the university upon going to Texas Tech. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And now it's getting ugly. And the crazy thing, I was thinking about this, that Texas Tech game, football game, they come to UC this year, right?
Homecoming.
For football?
Homecoming game.
That game just got a little more interesting.
Speaking of that, Meach, there was a report that came out today from a reporter. They ranked that as the second most ranked rivalry game of the upcoming season because of that lawsuit. And you want to know who number 1 was? Ole Miss and LSU.
Oh, because of
Lane Kiffin.
yeah,
There's
Lane.
going to be plenty of eyes on this game now because of this situation.
And hopefully we're good. And Sorsby was at the Bearcat Hoops game, right? Against Texas.
Yeah, he was actually dapping up Day Thomas and a couple of the guys before the game too.
Yeah, I'm sure. But the lawsuit information hadn't come out till the next day. Is that right?
Yeah, it came out the next morning.
Yeah, it didn't come out during the game. So kind of crazy. JT, your thoughts on the lawsuit and what do you think will happen?
Man, good question. What's gonna happen is he gonna have to pay. gotta pay. I mean, he signed the contract, 2-year deal. Sounds like. Sorry about that, guys. Let me do this water.
Oh, need a little Big K Cola. For those that are listening and not watching, JT is killing that water. Take your time, brother. Take your time, my guy.
About to clock out, y'all.
You crying?
I thought the man was calling me. No, but
you like Sanford and Son? Like,
hey, we gotta clip this and we gotta watch JT.
Oh man, that was tough.
He said, "I need some water." That's about to be a meme. Like, I need some water.
Oh man, that was tough. All right. As I was saying before, I almost cashed out. Almost cashed out of here, man. I don't even know what it was. It was just like somebody. I don't know. No, but
all right, take your time, man.
All right, I gotta get this off my chest. Nah, but nah, you're gonna have to pay, man. That must have been his lawyers. Like, hey, chief.
His lawyers were shutting you up, bro.
His lawyers you're gonna get that. JT's gonna get that season desist in the morning and say, "Hey,
man, that lawyer got me."
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but you have to pay, man. Signed a 2-year deal. Essentially leaving before fulfilling it. UC knew he was a hot commodity. They paid him like a hot commodity. And he's getting paid way more now, of course. I mean, because what Texas Tech is giving him is a hell of a bag. And I've heard, I mean, Neil can attest to this, that they paid him a little bit more just to buffer that payment that they're supposed to pay. They should have already paid, and he hasn't paid it. So it sounds like his agent is being greedy, and now they're going to be paying lawyer fees because of the greed. I think he just needs to pay it, man. They'll probably be settled out of court for maybe less than $1 million, I'm guessing. But I'm guessing UC is going to be like, I need all of it, and I bet you if it is settled, I'm saying no less than $750. What you think, Neil? Oh, I'm sorry, though.
UC's getting that whole bag, and I'll give my reasonings why.
Bad. All right, cool.
They get in the whole bag because, A, when you look at how this all transpired, I mean, he was in the portal on December 15th, and we can back it up first of that for the people wondering. So, yes, he played here in 2024, and people are confused about the whole 2-year deal that he signed and that is being referenced in that litigation. Brendan Sorsby, when he transferred from Indiana, he was only on a 1-year deal, essentially. So he played in 2024, had tremendous success. Cincinnati reworked a then 2-year deal at the end of the 2024 season that was slated to run till December 15th of 2026, which that is the 2-year deal that is being referenced from December of 2024 to December of 2026. So that is where that 2-year deal comes into play, not just because he played at Cincinnati a year prior. He was getting that money in that new reworked 2-year deal, and there's plenty of press releases on it. There's plenty of articles deep out there if you find them that says, hey, Brendan Sorsby worked a new deal to stay at Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And on top of that, so you get to the aspect of him getting into the portal. He enters the portal on December 15th. And you want to know what does not make this situation better is that Texas Tech's general manager reposted the tweet on Twitter. GMs don't do that in college athletics when a guy's in the portal.
He did what?
Right when Sorsby made that announcement to the portal, Texas Tech's general manager for football retweeted it And everybody saw that, and that was probably what raised some questions of, hey, could this have been a tampering situation? Now, who knows if that's the case, but if you ask anybody who covers college football and you see this guy enters the portal, yet still being in town in Cincinnati, mind you, because they were prepping for the bowl week, he was still in contact with Cincinnati. Those conversations were still ongoing. Then he makes the decision to go into the portal. Next thing you know, you see a tweet from Texas Tech's general manager, and it's a retweet of the announcement of him going in the portal. For anybody who has covered college football or college athletics, JT and I both can attest to this. You don't see that kind of stuff often. If a GM wants a guy in the portal, he is not going to typically retweet something. He will typically just hit you in the DMs or hit your agent up. That was the number one sign, because I looked at JT once I saw that back in December. I said, this could get very ugly. And look what happened. A year later, or not a year later, a few months later, Sorsby ends up at Texas Tech. That's when the contract gets abided. It comes out and says, hey, you have 30 days to pay Cincinnati a restitution fine of your contract up north of $1 million. Well, last night, following the Texas Tech game, just happened to be outside the 30 days. So that is when the papers and they came out and said, hey, we are suing Brendan Sorsby for this $1,000 in liquidated damages. And let's be honest, if I'm Cincinnati, good for them, because college athletics is shady. And not saying there was tampering or anything, but knowing that Texas Tech is big spending money in college athletics, there could have been something behind the scenes. I'm not saying there was, but it definitely was a little shady. And then you get on the visit to LSU, Lane Kiffin comes out, and you see all that article about how that goes down. So, I mean, some shady stuff going on out there in the NIL landscape. But these guys argued to get paid. And I'm all for a college athlete getting paid. I think both of you guys are in the same agreement. But these athletes wanted to play the adult game. But now you have to play by the adult rules. In this situation, when you sign a contract and you put your name in writing, your government name in writing, and it is involving lawyers, agents, universities, it's in writing. A contract's a contract. You have to agree to everything that's in there. Like, you put your name on there, you sign it, you're agreeing to everything in that contract. And what Cincinnati did in this case was, hey, Brendan Sorsby was here for 1 year of that contract, where his NIL value was roughly $1.5 million per se. And that's including what Cincinnati gave him in that contract, all of his other brand deals. He has all these other NIL deals, his endorsements and whatnot. So his NIL valuation, according to On3, at the end of the 2025 season was close to $1.8 million, if I remember right. That's a substantial amount of money. But now he's going to have to pay $1 million back to Cincinnati, roughly. You're going to have your lawyer fees. You're going to have your court fees. Your agent's going to take a cut out of that. It's not looking good. It's not looking good if you're in that situation for Brendan Sorsby. I just think it was a bad advice from his agent, if you had to ask me. Now, I love Brendan. I love covering him. He was a great guy, great with us. But in this situation, college athletics is, hey, you sign this deal, you have to agree and abide by everything in that contract. That's just like saying all of us have a contract with our companies we work for, right? We sign our name on the dotted line. Say we get 6 months paid time off, but we have to use it all, or if we don't use it, we're not going to get paid for it, essentially. Go that route. We're not going to get paid for it.
I think greed. I mean, it's just a lot of it is greed too, with the age and but, it's back to what I think we said earlier. You just got to blow this system up. I don't blame Sorsby in a lot of ways. He's the victim of the system and the way it's set up.
I don't see it going to court, though. I do not.
My only take on it is I don't like that the players get blamed or not blamed, but criticized so much for a system that's in place that just they're taking advantage of the system, or people are taking advantage of them in a lot of ways. And you've got young people who have, adults with a lot of expertise that can take advantage of them. And in some cases, we are seeing that, firsthand. So I hope they get it resolved. I hope it's okay for Sorsby. Like, I don't think Sorsby's a bad guy. Like, he's never come across.
He just fell victim to the system, and how this is going to go is it's going to be a similar situation with Desmond Williams at Washington, Darren Mensah from Duke. I don't see this going to court. They're going to pay it up, avoid the court, because let's say they don't put this situation out, they don't pay up, and they let this thing drag out. The University of Cincinnati is wanting to take this thing to a jury. That is the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, it won't get that far.
It won't get there, but
I hope they get it resolved quickly, and there's no need for it to continue to be part of the news cycle. Get it resolved, move on, and there's much bigger things to kind of worry about. So, but hey, listen, we've got a big stretch of 3 games coming up for this Bearcat basketball team. It could go one of 2 ways. It could put UC in a really good position to make the NCAA tournament. And as we've talked about before, that's important for Wes Miller right now. There's a lot on the line right now. It comes down, I think, to these 3 games. I'm going to try to pull up the practice tomorrow. Check out and see what the mentality's like of the guys right now. Hopefully they're upbeat and ready to put it on Oklahoma State. Pause. You're listening to the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. For friendly expert tax advice whenever you need it, come to Donahue Accounting Services, a leading accounting firm in Cincinnati, Ohio. Our top-notch accountants strive to help you resolve all your financial and tax issues. Call Donahue Accounting Services today for a free consultation at 513-528-3982 or visit online at DonahueAccountingService.com. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Bearcat Tip-Off Talk podcast presented by Donahue Accounting Services. Go Bearcats.